9 signs your breakup is temporary. Ideally, a breakup brings relief and is the starting signal for a new phase in your life. Even if you're still sad about the failed relationship at first, you can now look positively into the future. But do you still feel bad for a long time after the end of your relationship and can't get your mind off your ex-boyfriend? Then you probably regret the breakup and you want your ex back. It can also happen that at some point you realize that your ex is not yet over you and wants to win you back. In this case, you have to decide whether you want to give him a second chance or not. It is important that you do not act hastily, but consider whether you can really be happy if you continue the old relationship. Be clear about whether you only want to go back to your ex out of fear of being alone or whether you really still love him. Consider this a kind of small guide that will help you to recognize whether you or your ex really still have feelings. We also talk about what you can do if you regret a breakup, especially when it has only been a few days since your relationship ended and you are still clearly feeling the pain of separation. It can be very confusing to think about the possibility of continuing the partnership. Therefore, it is advisable to first gain some distance from your ex-boyfriend. The best way to distract yourself is with sports or work. By concentrating on other things, your thoughts can be put to rest. You should avoid talking to your best friend or other people about your past relationship. They will only stir up what you want to forget. No one will be angry with you if you don't feel like talking about your relationship. While women sometimes tend to want to get back to their ex, men don't regret a breakup until later. If you act too quickly, your ex-boyfriend may not want you back yet. However, it doesn't hurt if you are already clear about your feelings. Then you know how you feel about your love comeback if your ex wants you back. To help you decide for yourself whether you should give your ex another chance, stay tuned for the most important signs that you should not write him off too quickly. Before we begin, subscribe to Modern Love Potion because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high-value men can't resist. So click or tap the subscribe button now to not miss out. Number 1. He seeks frequent contact with you. If your ex wants to keep in touch and ask how your day was, he wants to stay involved in your life. However, some men react the other way around and withdraw completely to protect their feelings. You know your ex-partner best and know if he is more on the attack or defense. Number 2. You receive compliments from him. Since your relationship is over, there is usually no reason for your ex to compliment you, except he wants to show you that he still finds you attractive and wants you back. Number 3. He continues to speak well of you. Everyone knows couples who talk badly about their former partner after a relationship has ended. This unattractive behavior serves mainly to reassure themselves that getting out of the relationship was the best decision. If your ex-boyfriend continues to talk only positive about your qualities, he obviously continues to wear rose-colored glasses. Number 4. You can see that he is sad. Men regret a breakup later than women. That is why it may take a while for your ex to admit to himself that he made a mistake in letting you go. Once he realizes this, and really feels it was a mistake, he will be as upset as you are that your relationship is over. Although he may not want to show it, you may be able to see his sadness. Hey, are you liking the video so far? If so, I have good news. Make sure you like and subscribe to Modern Love Potion, because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high-value men can't resist, and you'll never miss our videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you have a story you want to share with me or other people watching this video in the Modern Love Potion community, write a comment below. Okay, so where were we? Number 5. He starts a fight for no reason. One moment you're talking just as lightheartedly as before, the next your ex suddenly starts a fight. Maybe it scared him that you were so close again, and he was overwhelmed by his feelings. In order not to have to admit them, he prefers to quickly start a dispute. Number 6. He talks to you about shared experiences. Happy couples like to reminisce about the best moments they have experienced together. Separated people, on the other hand, tend to avoid reminiscing about old memories. If your ex often talks to you about your time together, he wants to awaken old feelings in you and add new experiences. Number 7. He is not interested in a new girlfriend. Men often want a fresh start as soon as possible after a breakup. This way, they get the confirmation that they are still attractive. If your ex isn't interested in a new relationship and isn't even looking around for a potential girlfriend, he hasn't finished with you yet. Number 8. He offers you his help. Being single can be tough, especially when suddenly there is no one left who can quickly fix something around the house. If your ex stands by you despite your separation and helps you with everyday problems, you are still important to him. He may also hope that he can impress you in this way and that you will like him again. Number 9. He expresses his feelings openly and even tries to kiss you. Seeking physical closeness is a sure sign that you are still attractive and desirable to your ex-husband. If you go in for the kissing, he may even try to sleep with you. If you want him back, you can go for it. Otherwise, you should leave it alone so as not to cause more emotional chaos. This confession is clear. If your ex tells you that the breakup was a mistake and that he wants you back, you can save yourself the trouble of interpreting all the evidence. Now the ball is in your court, and you have to decide whether you want to give your partnership a second chance or whether you see no future for you. When can a new start after a breakup work? Before you decide that you want to give your partnership a second chance at eye level, you must first be sure that your ex-boyfriend also wants this. If only one person regrets the breakup, this is tragic but cannot be changed. There is no point in pressuring your ex or persuading him to take you back if he doesn't want to. Of course, the same applies the other way around. If it is only your ex who regrets the end of the relationship, you must not let him bully you into rekindling your partnership if you don't want to or are unsure. Take the time you need and ask your ex-partner not to make any new advances during this reflection period. It is very important that you first find out for yourself whether you still have feelings for him or not. Before you know, it is better to keep too much distance than too little. Otherwise, you can run the risk of being in the middle of the separation process and going back to your ex without letting the end of the relationship affect you first. Maybe after some time, you would have noticed that the new freedom is good for you. Instead, you are stuck in the middle of a relationship that didn't work before. If you want your ex back but are unsure whether you have interpreted his signals correctly, then wait a while and continue to observe his behavior. If he still behaves inconsistently after 2 weeks, you can talk to him directly about it. In order for him to be open with you, you should first tell him how you feel about him. If you want to know how likely your chances are to get back with your ex, click our Ex Back quiz in the first description below. Also, if you want to see our best videos, click the videos on the screen now. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on any of our videos, and I'll see you next week.